Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for the 2026 Formula 1 Canadian Grand Prix Sprint Qualifying. We have got a very interesting session today because we had a pretty chaotic practice one. For people who don't know, Alex Albon hit a groundhog. Car got absolutely fucked. He will not be completing in sprint qualifying. Liam Lawson broke down, will not be competing in sprint qualifying. Franco Colapinto also had an issue. It looks like he'll be competing though. And same with Ocon. He hit the wall, broke his front wing, but he should be competing. But anyways, welcome in everyone to the watch along. If you're new here, this is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer down the bottom left that you can sync on up with, and you got lovely Twitch chat. So if you're watching right now on YouTube, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. We are live every single Grand Prix weekend for every single session. So be sure to join me tomorrow for sprint and qualifying, as well as the race on Sunday. We've also got F2 and we've got F1 Academy. Stick around after sprint qualifying today. We'll be watching F1 Academy qualifying. We can actually watch that on the stream, so that is going to be good. Anyways, qualifying's about to begin. Let's get into it. Let me get the timer up for you guys once that starts. But yeah, cannot show the broadcast live. It is obviously subject to copyright. So find a place where you can watch the broadcast to sync on up with me and the rest of the chat and having a good time in watching the session together. All right. Let's get our predictions in chat. Who do you think the bottom 5 are going to be? Well, we already bottom 6 are going to be. We already know who the bottom 2 are. And Ferrari off. Ferrari first out. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shorter session. For people who don't know what sprint qualifying is, sprint qualifying is essentially a shorter qualifying session. 12 minutes for SQ1, 10 minutes for SQ2, 8 minutes for SQ3. SQ1 and SQ2 you must set on a medium tire, and then SQ3 you can do on a soft. This sets the grid for the sprint race tomorrow. What is a sprint race? Sprint race is just a shorter race with a few less points up for grabs. So rather than having 3 practice sessions, we have a sprint quali and a sprint. But yeah, if you missed practice, Mercedes' upgrades look absolutely insane. They were 5 to 7 tenths ahead of McLaren in P2, or Ferrari in P2. I can't remember who it was now. So yeah, it should be between Russell and Antonelli for pole. But first though, SQ1. So, we already know Albon. Wow, it's so dusty. We already know Albon and Lawson aren't competing. Then, I'm going to go the Cadillac boys. They don't look like they've improved enough. Then I'm going to go Stroll. But honestly, I think Alonso's making it through. That Aston looked pretty decent in practice 1. But I can't remember who else was at the bottom. Fuck it, we're going to go Ocon. LOL. That's my bottom 5. Game predictions in chat. Let me know who is in your bottom 5 for this session. It's so dusty. It's going to take a while for this to clean. Alonso's making Q2, I believe. Is Netflix permanent or just Canadian GP? I think it's just Canada, Miami. It's just a small handful of races this year. I think it's the American ones. So Canada, Vegas. Coda, probably. Yeah. Maybe Mexico, but who knows. Netflix is still 7 seconds late. Songyun Ring is on Forza 6. Bro, what is a Songyun Ring, bro? Is the Netflix broadcast just Apple TV broadcast? Yes, it's well, it's Apple TV and Netflix have teamed up. I don't know why, but yeah. Are Aston back? They're back into the midfield, I think. Back into the midfield. We'll see. Well, we'll see this session. Anyways, it's weird to have F1 back. I feel like we're just being thrown into it. Here's a sprint qualifying. You haven't had F1 for 2 weeks? Here's a sprint quali. I had to close Forza to watch this. It better be good. Who's been enjoying Forza? Oh yeah, they can do multiple laps because it's the medium tires. Why is this emote not being shown on the chat and screen? Probably because it got added after I started the stream. Now it should work. Type it now. Alright, Lewis's first time. There you go, now it works. 1:15.4. Alright, what was last year's poll time? Let's have a look-see. Canada 2025 poll time. 1:10.8. Oh. I'm only 5 seconds off. Track Evo is shoot. Yeah, true. It is very dusty. They're just going to get better and better and better. Which is the way to watch F1 without commentators? I think you can do that on I don't know. No, I don't know if you can. That'd be kind of cool, though. All I'm going to say is, come on, Aston. No, Liam and Albon not participating in the session. Both having car issues. Weren't able to repair them in time. So poo for Liam, man. So poo. That man's luck, I swear. I swear. The people who just look at results would just be like, oh, he's at the back. Wow. Cadillac setting a better lap time than quite a few people, but obviously the track is getting better. What do you think of the yellow kit, guys? I'm not going to lie. I don't vibe with it as much as I wanted to for a guy who loves yellow. Need one size smaller. What do you mean? This is my size. This is medium. The heavy? I'm not a small, bro. That is for sure. They're up to P3. Ferrari looking good so far. Russell only just going a little bit ahead of Ferrari. Russell just going a little bit ahead of Ferrari. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Norris cooking. Okay, track's just getting better. Track's just getting better. Don't get blue balls by these laps. Norris P2. Max purple set to 1. We're back. No, we're back. We're back. We're back. Why is there an FIA logo at the bottom of the fucking timings now? No way the FIA logo is taken up 3% of my screen now. Why is that necessary? No, that FIA logo is new. That's new. Wow, Stroll P11. Okay, wait, no, people haven't set lap times behind. All right, Max up to top. No, guys. Track Evo, but we're cooking. Bro, that's new. The FIA logo has never been there. Mandela effect. No, because SGR is just Kappa. It's never been there. You don't even see the FIA logo? Wait, what? At the bottom of the timings. Why do we need that logo there? Sorry. Anyways, and up to the top. Oh, we've had some. Have you guys noticed a new change to the live to the timings on the side? When they go up, it shows green or shows purple when they improve. That's kind of a nice addition. I like that. And then the color fades into white. That's nice. That's clean. That's clean. Okay, why not spread everyone's name just a few pixels bigger rather than having the FIA logo there? And also, why is it black? Why is it got no low opacity? Also, I just realized the graphics at the bottom aren't low opacity anymore. Am I tripping? I'm fairly sure they were lower, they were see-through, and now they're black. I'm fairly sure that those graphics are now solid instead of low opacity now. But anyways, we've had some graphic updates, it seems. Oh, Russell going off. Oh my god. Hamilton up to the top. Nice. But obviously, again, track Evo. This is a pretty hectic session right now. What the fuck? Norris P3, but 410. Yo, that graphics is so clean right now on the left. The way they go up and like the number fades. I feel like it's so much easier to follow what's happening because you know who set the time because you can see the color, whereas before you had to kind of be like, oh, who is that? That's clean. I like that a lot. It's always been like that. I don't think it has, man. Maybe I'm just tripping. I haven't seen F1 in so long. Am I tripping? Anyways, the FIA logo is 100% new. Yeah, Alonso P11. That's really good. And Stroll. So who's that threat right now? Colapinto and Bortoleto. Okay, not Borletto. Who's at threat? The Alpine boys or the Williams boys? Okay, whoa. Piastri behind Hadra and Lindblad. Leclerc also sucks. Russell also sucks. Okay, this session's all over the place on the mediums. Okay, Colapinto's improving, so Stroll will still be in the drop zone. I might get this dead on. Yeah, the track is getting so much better. They're making room for BYD already. Dude, the logo like cuts off Liam a little bit. Can't be having that. Wow, Hamilton's looking really good right now. Obviously, once Mercedes come through, I don't know if he'll be able to hold it, but... Cadillac have improved a bit. I'm actually really curious to see what this pecking order is. Now, do keep in mind, track's getting better. Also, medium tires. Makes a big difference. Little slipstream for Lewis as well. Little slipstream for Lewis. Oh. He just fucked up. Sector 3. Only went up 30 milliseconds. Wow. Every lap, Lewis is setting a better lap time than the Mercedes guys. Oh! No! The first weekend, Aston Martin don't look like they're fighting for the back row, and he's gone and binned it. Wow. That is not good, especially considering... I mean, look, they didn't bring new aero upgrades, but still. Look, it's only sprint quali, but still. They could have made it out of SQ1 for the first time, and he's gone and done that. Wait, or has Alonso made it out of SQ1 already? Or Q1 already this weekend? Wow, so that's a red flag. Timer paused. Oh, we've just... Are we going to be able to fit in another lap time? Who's at threat because of this? Behrman and Gasly. If no one can get out to their times, he still might make SQ2, but he'll be out of the session, so it doesn't matter. They don't have the rule in F1 where if you red flag, you don't make it through. Whoa. That's weird. Huge lockup. He's turning with the lockup. That's a very red crash. That looks like a car issue. Oh no, it's just lockup. Oh. Big mistake there for Alonso. Wait, why do you guys keep saying Cadillac SQ2? They're not. They're not. Alonso's not going to lose his time. Unless you're saying they're going to get out and beat Alonso's time. But you got to remember, is Cadillac capable of improving 3/10? Are they going to be able to even get a lap time in? And is the track even going to be better? Let's chill for a sec. Let's chill for a sec. Huh. If Cadillac can't make it with 3 cars out, that is... Lol. Pit exit closed. No, they just closed the pit exit when there's a red flag. Went back to Miami GP and confirmed the color for the timings and the FIA logo are both new additions. Thank you. I knew I was right. I don't want to say I'm right, but I knew I was right. You guys gotta trust me sometimes. Whoa, not Russell. Anthony got big block by that Haas. Colombian fans are gonna have the night of their lives. Wait, what do you mean? Pierre needs to be the first one out of the pit lane. Yeah. Where are they though? Is Alpine at the back or near the front? Has he beat Gasly? Well, Gasly might still set a time. But yeah, it's good to see Aston Martin aren't poo anymore. They're in the mix. The car still seems hard to drive, as we just saw with Alonso dropping into the wall, but... Damn, nice line. Is that new? No, I've had that this year. I actually had this since I got these lights back in like 21. There was a little period of time where I didn't change the light color though, because I didn't have it set up, but... Oh, well, that's been deemed bullshit by Haas, Komatsu, and Ocon now. Kicked Baker. I don't think there's enough time to do a lap. They would need a push, yeah. Well, it depends how dusty the track's gotten since they came out. They're going to be able to improve. There's enough time for the first cars that get out. I mean, there's enough time for quite a lot of cars if they all just go together. But yeah. It's going to be interesting to see if Hamilton, Antonelli, Verstappen, Norris, Lindblad, Hadjo, Piastri, Russell, Leclerc, like those guys, if they bother going out to just cock block people. Your phone died right as a London crash. There's flies everywhere. Are they gonna fix the barrier, or are they just gonna leave the barrier like that? Apparently, okay. What's he doing? Lindblad's got a problem. What's that? Doesn't look comfortable. What the fuck's he up to? Is he? What the fuck was that? Is he strangling? Is he getting strangled on his mic? What the hell? I'm on a ride. The fact that has to improve out upgrading the car is a really good sign. Well, they didn't upgrade the aero. They just upgraded the engine. Hey, bro is freaking out. Too many red flags today, man. Yeah, the V-Cup looks really good this weekend with the upgrades. And of course, Liam can't show anything because this car keeps dying. You put red flag in predicts, watch there be no red flag during the race. Yeah, that was probably usually the case. Fan Danish. Thank you for the follow. How have I opened up Kick chat for the very first time? How have I opened up Kick chat for the first time? And I see the only comment in chat is people who watch F1 are okay with slavery and supporting Epstein. Average Kick comment. Guys, apparently we support slavery and Epstein. Alright, they are fixing the barrier. Okay. It just looked like they left it there. It was kind of weird. Oh, Alonso's interview already. Yeah, Kick was partnered with, well, Stake, which owns Kick, was partnered with Sauber for 2 seasons. Yo, Zazanthi, thank you so much for the 5-month resub of Prime, dude. Really appreciate that.
Confetti.
Confetti, thank you so much for supporting, dude. Alright, can we resume, man? Come on. Come on. Too many red flags today, bruh. Too many red flags today. My feet are getting so. They must have heard the Ponden stream and heard me complaining. You F1 European fans want Lewis Hamilton to fall off, but this is going to be his race. European fans? What the fuck does that mean? Isn't Lewis European? Well, he's British, but... Just saw Ponden if you grow his beard and grow his hair. Okay. The race is probably going to go until midnight with the rain and all the cars now. Yep, probably. Lewis gives American vibes. No way that guy thinks Lewis is American. Lonzo's out? Yes. He crashed. Yo! Repairing Liam's car? No. That's fucked for the day. How's it going, Couchy boy? Couchy boy? Yeah, guys, stick around after Sprint Quali. We've got F1 Academy qualifying to watch. We'll be able to actually watch it on the stream. Couchy boy, name of the wallet. Remember when the Italians had blackface? Okay, first off, yes. Second off, that was many years ago. Third off, that was a small group of people. Third off, you said you Europeans. I'm Australian, bro. I'm British. You're yapping, bro. You're yapping. Seek help. You like Lance's hammer? Yeah, I like the cherries. Liam, the most American out of every driver on the grid, low key. Yeah, American girlfriend. Spends a lot of time in American. Dresses like an American. Wears an Air One market hat. I see it. I see it. To be fair, I'd probably say like the most American fans though is probably Perez. Or the Spanish speaking Americans. What just happened between Gasly and Lindblad. Oh, watching Gazzy's live, I see. This is taking forever, man. There's been so many red flags today. I just want the sessions to go and then boom, boom, boom. We're gonna spend more time with you. No, that's not good. No, it's like I prefer to have things to talk about and things going on, but like when it's just red flag, you're just like, come on, bro. Especially when it's been like 5 hour stream already and there's been like red flags in F2 and red flags in practice. They're taking their time with the barrier. Come on, yeah, lock in, get lemons down there. Baby feels so good, so good. Estimated 4 minutes. When are you adding the next mod, Ponden? I think I could be a good compliment to Sunrise. You're not getting mod now. I could have made food during this. Facts. What's funny is we will have like 2 minutes of them on track before SQ2. Now, I literally, I mod people. My mod rate is like someone gets modded once every 3 years. I feel like I don't need, I don't know, like, I don't know. Yeah. Sunrise was just purely a diversity hire anyway. You know what I mean? Needed a woman mod. Can you make me a mod too? Okay. What about Liam? He had engine issues in practice. They weren't able to fix it in time. No, I mean, like, I was like, damn, we got Nürburgring weekend. It's going to be crazy. A few of my mods don't watch the streams anymore because, you know, life and whatever. I was like, I need a new mod. And I was like, I spoke to Chris. And we were both like, yep, Sunrise is on like a fucking 200 stream streak. They've watched the streams, like, almost every single stream. Respectful. Always typing in chat. Good memes. Best to his mod? That's brand risk, man. That's brand risk. That man that she said in chat before that his fucking titties are like D cup size or something. L day for Liam, man. L day. Conspiracy day with follow. I did with the cornering pace that Ferrari have. They're most likely going to win in Monaco, probably with Charles, which would be cool. What? What am I reading, bro? Everyone doesn't have to be mod. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Mod don't mean anything. Mod's more work anyway. Mod is more work. Skullboy ready for promotion. I should mod the Grand Play. Mr. Skullman himself. That's why I should mod. Alright, finally. SQ1's gonna return. Baby feels so good, it's so good. We're off. The lights are back. $32. Alright, there you go. Time is up. Okay, so Gasly's ninth. So Hamilton came out even though he was in first. Bro's trolling. Bro's trolling. He only came out to fuck everyone over. Why did Lewis even bother coming out? Okay. This is gonna be crazy. Crazy final minute. Lewis has literally come out for the trolls. There's so much dust. I don't think anyone's going to be able to improve anyway. Someone's going to bin it here. Wait, I just realized Cadillac's rocking their special livery again this week. Am I tripping? They're white on both sides, are they not? Oh, no, they're not. Sorry. Gasly's done. What do you mean Gasly's done? He can't choose when he comes out of the pit lane? What do you mean? Yeah, someone's going to push too hard and bin it here, I reckon. Call it. Oh, 5 seconds. Oh, no one's going to make it. Oh, no one's going to make it. Are we dumb? Are we dumb here, lads? Are we dumb here? Why did no one rush? I know there was only 30 seconds, but like, felt like no one was rushing. Oh, that's it. That's the order. I told you guys, you Cadillac fans were like, Cadillac SQ2. No. Stroll made it though. Alonso made it though. Oh no. Oh, Stroll's on a lap. No, Stroll's on a lap. Stroll's on a lap. He can knock out Ollie Behrman. Stroll can knock out Behrman. Oh, that's why you make sure your bankers are good, man. But no one's improving. Too much dust on the track. They took literally, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to repair that barrier? Holy crap. All right, so lost it out. Didn't even compete in the session. Engine poo-poo. Albon didn't compete in the session. Hit a groundhog. Car fell to bits. Couldn't repair in time. Bottas out-qualified by his teammate again by 8/10. Gasly out. Not able to make SQ2. Disappointing. Should have set a better banker lap. Stroll out-qualified by his teammate by 6/10. And then Perez out. I think doing the best he can in that Cadillac. But Behrman, whew, just makes it through. Just makes it through. But yeah, it was a weird sesh. Well, it was a good sesh before the red flag. And then sitting here. Now we sit here again for a few more minutes. Just rush. Straight into SQ2 here. Straight into SQ2. I mean, everyone could have said they're gone earlier, but then everyone just came out the pit lane at the same time, so it's too hard. Come. Yeah, Lewis was just trolling, I guess. But in saying that, Lewis was consistently at the top ahead of the Mercedes on their when they were lapping at the same time. So, gonna be interesting to see. Lewis just showing the car off to Sainz. Everyone needs to crash so Alonso wins. Yep. Did we just cut to ads? Was he just doing that for Apple? Apple? Was he just doing that for Apple? No way. We've got the F1 TV broadcast now getting interrupted. Not interrupted, but like the commentary gets broken up because of them having to say that they're gonna go to ads on Apple TV. What the hell am I looking at? Baby feels so good. Oh, so this is Gazzy trying to make it out? Are you allowed to do that on the outside? He's outside the track, the pit lane though. Are you allowed to do that? He's outside the pit lane lines. What? Three men's. How's McLaren upgrade so far? Bad? I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. My first ad on Apple TV was Google Chrome's. You have a meeting with your karting team, you might miss SQ3. Tell your karting team they can wait, bro. F1 more important. Your McLaren look weird this weekend. Give me a team on F1 Manager to win. V-Cub. Why did you type that message twice, man? Why did you need to let me know twice that you're going to miss SQ3? Thanks for letting me know, man. You'll be missed. Bro, it's been too many red flags today. I'm hot. Let's get through this. Can you lower VIP redemption to 173? I might raise it by 173 now, actually. All right, SQ2, about to begin. Make a channel point redemption to shave beards. We have something to splurge on. I might have to shave my beard anyway when Russell loses this championship. All right, guys. SQ2 about to begin. What is our bottom six? Sorry, why did I say bottom three? Bottom six. Okay. Ocon, Sosmate. Well, Alonso's obviously. I put Ocon before Alonso. That's sad. Alonso because he crashed. Ocon. Let's go Sainz. Well, this is hard to tell. I think Lindblad goes through. I actually think Colapinto makes it through. And I'm going to say... Oh, I don't know. Behrman will probably cook. So I'd say Behrman. So that means it would be Hulk and Bortoletto. Yeah, that's my bottom five. Oh, that's five. Fuck, I need six. Who am I missing? Sainz, Holt, Bortoletto. Lindblad. Oh, no. Okay, so I need room for two drivers. Lindblad and Colapinto. So, yeah, Behrman. Alright, that's my bottom five. I think Lindblad and Colapinto make it through. Alright, sessions began again on mediums. Alright, time is up. Remember, there's a lot of dust on track. It's a street circuit. The track is going to get better as the session goes on. When did that bet happen? I was saying it like before season, as the season started, and then it just felt a bit. What? Chat is on crack today, bro. That emo is cute, I can't lie. Imagine being a Norris fan and typing LN4 instead of LN1. Alright, first up, Silvestri 2. Is Lewis going to continue to pump out the laps? He loves this track. One of his best tracks. I'm out of water. Lewis fucked so many drivers. I mean, look. He did a bit of trolling, man. He did a bit of trolling. Everybody. Max chilling in the garage. This is risky. You just saw what happened when you don't set a banker lap. What are we doing? What are we doing? Would Kimi be KA1 or AA1? Well, his name in F1 is Kimi Antonelli, so KA1. He could go AKA1. No way the FIA logo is permanently there. That's so ugly. Wait, I'm surprised they don't show the full timings and just like blur it out like this. Also, I'm surprised they don't add a line to below 10th to show like the cutoff for new fans. What do you think of Lando's helmet? I really like it. It's a great meaning, but also like the helmet actually looks good. Everybody. Really like graphic note. I like the little things, man. I studied broadcasting. I want to do broadcasting before I did content creation. So like, I just love the broadcast shit. Bought a little ahead of the Mercs. What a beast. Okay, no, Mercedes going for a double wall, I guess. Damn, Lindblad looks good. Whoa, Hamilton really pushing. Wow, Lindblad looks so good, man. Hamilton up to the top, 13.6. We're still 3.6 seconds off of last year's time. Last year's pole time. Oh yeah, but we are on mediums. And these cars are slower. Be interested to see how close we get. Hadja behind Lindblad. Lindblad looks so good. Yeah, Lewis still looks good, man. Antonelli P2. Okay, that's better from Russell. That's better. I'm surprised they haven't put MBS's name next to the logo. FIA. President MBS. I imagine. He could do that for the trolls. Absolute stinker lap from Piastri. What? Wow, Ocon. P7. Okay, track's getting better. Piastri also made a mistake. How is he that far off? Hulk as well. Oh no, Piastri's going for another lap. Double warm-up for Piastri. Okay. But if he pits now, you don't have enough time for a double warm-up. Wait. What are Leclerc and Piastri doing here? I'm confused. Because if Leclerc finishes that lap, he goes around again. That takes a minute. Okay, no. He will have enough time for another lap. But he won't have enough time for a double warm-up lap. I'm so confused why they're doing this. This seems like they're out of sync with everyone. He's 4/10 off his teammate. What the fuck? What's happening? And Piastri goes ahead of Norris. So you don't want to mess that hair up. Okay, Boiler does another lap. Sainz doing another lap. I'm so confused why everyone's doing this. Knowing how strong Track Evo is, do you not want to get your last lap time in? I'm really lost with this. Wait, and Max hasn't set a lap time. Again, what's the point in this? We just saw what happened with the red flag and how bad the track is. Why are we trolling? I don't like this from anyone right now. This is really confusing. Are they just fighting for the best banker time? I'm lost. So Sainz goes up to P9. Other than Arvid, best of the rest, it just goes to show how much the track's improving. Alright, Hulk, first lap of the session. No. He's nowhere, what the fuck? 1.1 second off board. Okay, he must have a problem, surely. Wait, Max had a lap time deleted? Can't make a mistake here. Right, so Max made it. Fuck, Max is in a bad spot here. He needs this lap to be good, but like really good. 5/10 up on board. Okay, he should be chilling. Hamilton purple again. Hey, mate. Them blood looks so good, that man. These V-carb upgrades look so good. That's actually bad. That's actually bad. Behind Hadja, if every... no, they won't be able to improve that much, surely. Woo! Hamilton 1 millisecond. Damn, Fry looks good right now. Oh, no, but Russell's pushing. Okay. It's safe to say, though, Hamilton's better than Leclerc this weekend. But how far is Russell going to go up with double purples? Don't worry, guys. 4/10. I mean, Max is probably safe for this time, but I don't like what they were doing there. That's way too risky. Which of the current drivers do you think will be remembered in 10 plus years except Max, Lewis, and Alonso? Charles? I mean, Norris is a champion, so Norris. Yeah, probably Norris. I mean, Norris is a champion. He's probably the safest. He will be remembered because he's a champ. We're still 3 seconds off of last year's pole time, though. But the car is just fucking fucked on the rear. It's just jumping, says Max. Nice. Okay, this is a good fight for SQ3. I think Max is safe, though, unless... If someone goes ahead of Max, I will be scared. Okay. Max is safe. Max is safe. Barely. Alright, Hulkenberg just through at the moment. Anyone gonna knock him out? No. Only Pete's roll for Colapinto. Ocon. No. Where's Behrman gonna go, though? Behrman has the new upgrades, right? Ocon doesn't for this session. And doesn't go ahead of him. New upgrades suck, apparently. Alright, Sainz versus Hulk for the final spot. Dude, Lindblad is comfortably... The V-Carb is comfortably ahead of the midfield this weekend. In practice, in sprint... V-Carb need to come back into my fantasy team, I think. Well, maybe not Liam because that car sucks. Signs with hope. Signs with hope. Wow. Big lap there for Signs at the end. That's nice to see. Wow, is that Williams' first time in a Q3 session this year? Didn't expect that. Well done, Signs. All right, did I get my predictions right? Is the question. Alonso, yes. Ocon, yes. Bamman, yes. Signs, no. Hulk, yes. Bordelotto, yes. Bamman, yes. So I just got Colapinto wrong. I got Signs wrong. Colapinto wrong instead of Signs. Wow. Wow, this V-carb looks cracked out this weekend. 4 tenths comfortably ahead of the midfield is insane. Not another P11 pole, yeah. So, obviously, Alonso going out because he crashed in SQ1. Bamman out-qualified by his teammate by 3 tenths. He has the upgrades on his car. So, what I was told was Bamman's rocking the upgrades for sprint, quali, and sprint. And then Ocon's going to rock them for qualifying the race, which is weird. But, obviously... Oh... No, nice light, bro. But obviously it takes a while to get new upgrades working. Colapinto, really thought he could have made a Q3 here, but we'll never know because Gazzy went out what that actual pace is of the Alpine. You know, is Colapinto actually on a good level or is it just a one-off in Miami? And then Audi, P11, P12. They really like that. They really like that spot being right on the verge of SQ3. Of Q3. And yeah, well done Sainz and well done Lindblad for making it through. Red Bull need to lock in here. I don't think Hamilton's fighting for pole, but I think he is fighting for the front, the second row for sure, or currently on the second row, I should say. We thought we were out of the midfield, and here we go again. What's up, Flavine? Who are you talking about? You talking about Red Bull? Hey, V-Cup's cooking, man. I can't be too disappointed right now. Could Lindblad get in between some of the big teams in SQ3? I mean, with lap times like that, he definitely could. I need a wee, guys. I know there's only one session left, but I need a wee. Then I'm going to refill my water, and then we can just get straight into F1 Academy. All right, be back in a sec, guys. Almost SQ3 time. Yeah, be. Alright, I'm back. Alright, SQ3 time. Oh. This guy's commentary is so sus sometimes. What are they talking about this time? Talking about Meckie's luscious dark hair. Fair, to be honest. Oh. Alright, session started, but no one's rushing out. So we're just getting one lap. Alright, we're just going to sit here for some more time. Oh. No, Hamilton coming out. Oh no, we're getting a few laps. Okay. Alright. What do we think the order's going to be? I'm going to go Russell, Antonelli, Hamilton, Leclerc. Then I'm going to go Norris, Piastri. I'm going to go Verstappen. I'm going to go Lindblad, Hadjar. And then Sainz. That's my 10. That is my 10. Let's see how it plays out. Guys, stick around after sprint qualifying. We're going to look at some stuff in Discord and stuff like that. And then it's F1 Academy qualifying time. We can actually watch it on the stream. We can actually watch the broadcast. So stick around. But if you enjoyed the stream so far today, be sure to follow down below. If you watch it on YouTube, come join us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Ponden. We are always live for every Grand Prix weekend, for every single session. What is F1 Academy thinking? F1 Academy is the women's F1 series, Academy series. And yeah, they stream it for free on YouTube. Yeah, I just feel like Russell's going to pip Antonelli here. He's just been looking better in this session. I think Hamilton's going to pip Leclerc, but they're just clear the McLaren boys. McLaren boys, I think, are clear the Red Bull guys. I think Lindblad is got a card to be able to beat Hadjar here, if Hadjar's not 100% on it. And then, yeah, Sainz last. Lol. I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward sprint qualify. I'm not going to lie. Put it this way. I think it's predictable. So if it doesn't end up being my list, I think it'll be a really good sprint quali. Whoa, this car looks bad. Yeah, Lewis has already backed out. The track does not look like it's up to temp at all here. Okay, and McLaren just come out of the pits now to start their lap. I'm assuming to do a double warm-up. Yeah, so double warm-up, one lap for the McLaren. I guess Hamilton's allowing enough time to go for another lap if he fucks up, I guess. I'm confused, but you want more track evos to come out at the end. I don't get this. And Sainz missed turn one as well. Track poo. Track is poo. Why is the track so dusty? Alright, Lewis attempt number 2. I don't really get this from Lewis. Is he going to do this lap and then pit? Finish this lap a minute, 3 minutes. Another 2 minutes. Actually, no, he can do. Yeah, he does have time. It's even crazy with all the that's dusty with all the racing we've had today. Yeah, a lot of series on track. It's not like a Vegas where there's like no feeder series. F1 Academy, F2, and I assume probably like Porsche or something else as well. Damn, Hadja Purple Sector 1. Nice, nice. So yeah, he has enough time to come back to the pits, quickly put new tires on, but he needs to be quick though. I'm confused what everyone else is going to do though. Then 4. I think it's 4/10 quicker than Russell the last lap. And Max? Hadja P2. Only 2/10 off Hadja is off of Hamilton. That's really good. And Hamilton only 1/10 off. Okay, I'm curious to see where McLaren's slot in here. Signs. I mean, that's the best he can do, really. Wow, McLaren behind Red Bull. That's a poo lap. And that's fresh tires. And behind Lindblad. Okay, McLaren need to lock in now. Wow. I thought it was going to be more than that. 2/10 for Russell. I thought it was going to be more than that, but still onto pole. And I don't think Antonelli's going to pip him. Piastri goes ahead of Lindblad, but behind Hadja. Wow, McLaren behind Red Bull now. Leclerc with the most track evo. 4/10 of his teammate. And Antonelli behind Hamilton. Wow. Great from Hamilton. He's really comfortable this weekend to be ahead of Antonelli. This is what Russell needs, man. Looks like Lando's coming too hot to turn 1. Yep. Oh, big mistake. Well, the fact that he's done a lap like that with that mistake is kind of crazy. Oh, the Leclerc mistake as well. Wait, so I'm confused. Are they going to do another lap on these tires? Oh, he's lucky to have gone away with that. Are they going to do another lap on these tires? I think Lewis is the only one that can pit and come back out. No, they're just double pushing on these tires. Okay, okay. Surely they're just going to die off. No. Wow, the track's gotten so much better. But the problem is, Lewis is the first one to set a lap time. I reckon if he went last, he could have got him at fought for pole. I don't think he's going to be able to do that now. Max 30 milliseconds off Russell. He just needs to beat the McLaren boys. He just needs to beat the McLaren boys. Hamilton's lost a bit of time in sector 2 there. Is that what I was saying about the tires overheating? Deep there, deep in the hairpin. I still think he's front row though. Well, it depends on how much Antonelli improves. Wow, it's so nice to have so many cars and so many teams and drivers fighting for pole. Well, we've got triple monitors right now. Hamilton improves, but not enough. I think that should be good enough for front row if Antonelli doesn't improve. I really thought Mercedes would be further up the road than this. I mean, we'll see what time they do. Max improves. Oh, he's right next to Antonelli. But Antonelli will improve him as well. Wow, at this rate, Red Bull's going to be ahead of McLaren. I did not expect that. Whoa. Okay, I take that back. Up to P2 for McLaren. Lindblad. Yo, that's such a fucking solid lap from Arvid. And Russell extends by 3/10. Okay, that's more like it for Merck. That's more like it. Where's Antonelli, though? Whoa. Okay, both McLaren's improved. Okay, so they just had tire temp problems, I guess. And Leclerc? Nah, behind Hamilton again. I think Hamilton's second row. And Antonelli, P2. Oh, milliseconds off. He really found the time there in SQ3. I think Hamilton is second row. Maybe even first row. If he goes at the end there. He missed out on all that track evo. Wow. Merck, McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes. Merck, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull. That's going to be a pretty satisfying looking grid. When was the last time that happened in the top 8? Someone figure out whether that was the last time that's happened in the top 8. Yeah, Lewis did make a mistake there at the hairpin. Yo, big shout out for Arvid though. Only 1/10 off of Hadja. Dude, the V-carb upgrades are insane. He's 8/10 ahead of Sainz, who is the next best midfield car. That V-carb looks cracked out this weekend. What the fuck? All right, Russell, back on form, back up to pole. It's nice that we've got a champ. I really like this, man. I'm really enjoying this F1 season so far. We've got, first off, qualifying seems fixed. Did anyone get frustrated with qualifying there? No, I didn't see any super clip. It didn't even cross my mind. So qualifying seems fixed. We have Russell versus Antonelli for a championship. We've got McLaren versus Ferrari versus Red Bull for the next best team. We've got Mercedes. We've got all those 3 teams chasing Mercedes to try get into the fight. And like, look at the development race, man. VCARB bring upgrades and they jump 8/10 on the midfield. That is insane. Anyways, that was a really good sprint qualifying. Nothing too crazy, but just very solid. Thank you guys all for tuning on in. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow down below. Why are they talking like that? Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to follow down below. Now, the stream's not over. We've got F1 Academy qualified to watch in a second, so stick around. But yeah, another sprint qualifying, a sprint pole for George. He likes this track, man. That's more what you'd expect from Russell. I think that's going to help him build up some momentum now. Such a shame Liam couldn't get out on track. Would have been good to see what he would have done. Same with Albon, to be fair. But yeah, Antonelli behind his teammate only by 10th. I think that's what I would have expected from Canada coming into this weekend. Norris only milliseconds ahead of Piastri. That's solid that those two are really close. Hamilton ahead of Leclerc. It's nice to see Hamilton feeling comfortable at this track. It's a shame he didn't get more track evo. Max ahead of Hadja, and then Lindblad, best of the rest. Sainz, well done on making SQ3. That's very solid. Session there. What were my predictions again for that session? Russell Antonelli, got that right. Hamilton, Leclerc. Well, I got them beating each other right, but I had Ferrari and McLaren. Then Norris, Piastri, I got that right, but obviously I just got the McLaren and the Ferraris the wrong way around. I got Verstappen right, but I had Lindblad beating Hadja. It was pretty predictable. The only unpredictable thing was the McLaren jumping Ferrari there. All right, well, listen to this interview, and then it's almost F1 Academy time. They clip a little heading into that final turn, but it's like Miami. Looking back at those first 3 qualies is so weird now, yeah. I like how they qualified in team bet. Yeah, when was the last time that happened? Top 8. Being team order. I hate this nonchalant act that these athletes put up in sports nowadays. No one celebrates. This so lame. I gotta agree. I agree. To be fair, it is a sprint qualifying, but like I think it goes to show how repetitive sports have become in a sense, or like how. Wait, this is an interview first. Potentially the first time ever the top 8 have lined up in team pairs. That's cool. True, actually. Ferrari, good starts, but Norris has been making good starts as well, so this race start and the sprint tomorrow is going to be interesting to see. Can they still jump Merc, or have Merc improved? Alien Who, name of the follow. Anyways, what I was saying about the celebrations, I got to agree. I think it shows how sports have become so repetitive and like, you know, like so many matches or games, or in this case, races and sessions and stuff like that. It doesn't feel like it hits the same like it used to. You know, But yeah, I also think it is social media. Like back in the day, you could celebrate and like feel good about yourself. Whereas now it's like you don't want to celebrate a sprint pole because then if you fuck up, you're gonna look like an idiot. You know what I mean? It's like, but I do agree. Like I miss the days where people celebrate. Like that's what I like about Otis Lawrence and F1 Esports. Is like he's always celebrating, no matter what, and it's cool to see. You know, it shows how much passion he has. But that could just be because he's young and he's new to F1 Esports, so maybe it just feels really good right now. But still, I miss the days where people actually celebrate him. George has been so long, Max expected. George has been so long without an actual win since the sprint pole, and he just shrugs it off on the radio. Yeah. The closest famous example was the 2019 Chinese GP starting group, where the top 10 were almost grouped by constructor. Interesting. But not top 8. Montoya interviewing. I wanted to see Max there so bad. Oh, imagine. Not getting photos? Okay. All right. Well, guys, that wraps up sprint qualifying. We'll be live for the sprint tomorrow and qualifying. We've also got F1 Academy race 2 and 1 and 2 tomorrow, and F2 sprint race. So plenty of F Formula action tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that. But we've still got F1 Academy qualifying, so stick around. YouTube, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. Otherwise, we'll be live for F1 Academy shortly. Catch you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.